Hey guys, welcome to Blissfully Yum with me Shrikala. Today I am going to show you the basic recipe of a perfect vanilla sponge cake. Every baker has a foolproof recipe of a vanilla and chocolate cake. This is one of mine. What I am making today is a traditional recipe for making a Victoria sandwich cake where you sandwich 2 vanilla sponges with some jam and whipped cream. But you can also use this recipe to frost with some buttercream and then cover with fondant. I recently made a birthday cake for my 2-year-old twin boys with this same sponge cake recipe. Now, while making a sponge cake, there are many things that has to be kept in mind. I will explain everything throughout the making process. Let's get started. Before we begin, preheat the oven to 180 degrees centigrade. I am going to line 2 7-inch or 18 cm round cake tins with some baking paper, and I have greased the sides with some butter. Now in a large bowl, place 3/4 cup of softened unsalted butter and cream it well with a spatula. Using an electric hand whisk or a stand mixer will make your job easier. Now add 3/4 cup of caster sugar to the butter and beat well on medium speed until light and fluffy. If you do not have caster sugar, powder the granulated sugar and use. When you use the granulated sugar, the sugar tends to float on top of the batter and gives a crunchy texture which is not at all desirable for a sponge cake. Scrape the bowl in between and then beat again. Add 1½ teaspoon of vanilla extract and mix well. Now we are going to add 3 large room temperature eggs one by one to this and beat well after each addition until creamy and well combined. A good sponge cake is light and airy, which is achieved at this stage by beating the sugar, butter and eggs into a light and foamy mixture. We have to retain all this lovely air we have created while adding the dry ingredients. Now while doing this, if at any point the mixture looks split, do not worry. Add 1 tablespoon of plain flour and beat again. The mixture will become creamy. This is our wet ingredients. Set it aside. In another bowl, sift together 1½ cups of plain flour or all-purpose flour, 2½ teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. After sieving, mix well with a spatula to ensure even distribution of the baking powder. Now, fold in the dry ingredients into the butter mixture in 2 batches gently by using a spatula. We do not want to lose the air we have created with all the mixing earlier. Add 2 tablespoons of milk if your batter looks dry. The batter should be light and fluffy. Divide the batter between the prepared cake tins and smooth out the top. We are going to bake these in a preheated oven for 22 to 25 minutes. My cakes look done. They have started leaving the tins from the sides. The cakes are ready when a toothpick inserted comes out clean and the cake springs back when lightly pressed. I am going to turn the cakes onto a wire rack. Grease the wire rack with little butter so that the cakes do not stick. Leave the cakes in the tin for 15 minutes to cool down and then invert onto the wire rack. Peel away the baking paper and let them cool completely. The delicious sponge cakes are ready. This sponge cake is perfect for a Victoria sandwich cake with jam and whipped cream in the layers. You can also use it for desserts. Just brush the cakes with sugar syrup to moisten them and then frost the cakes. Do remember one thing, this cake should not be refrigerated as the sponge will harden. They will keep well in airtight containers on the counter for 3 days. There are few things to remember to get that good sponge cake. First, all the ingredients should be at room temperature. Take all the ingredients, keep them on the counter for at least 1 hour before you begin. If the eggs are cold, the batter will curdle and the cake will become dense. Second thing is, once you have combined the wet and the dry ingredients, put the cake directly into the oven as the baking powder starts working immediately. And the third thing to remember is every oven is different. They vary in temperatures. If you can, use an oven thermometer. I hope you liked the video and I hope that I have covered all the points to make a good sponge cake. Do tell me if I have missed anything in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel for more yummy recipes and check out the other yummy recipes on my channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, eat yummy, stay happy.